Hi guys, welcome to the week number one. And in this week number one, we are developing the topic simple present tense for routines, habit, and etc. We have a short definition about what is simple present tense. Simple present tense indicates an action which happened in the present, but it is necessary for action to happen right now. Remember that. Simple present tense indicate unchanging situation, general truth, scientific facts, habits, fixed arrangement, and frequently occurring events. Well, we have the structure. We have the structure for the present simple tense, for the verb to be, and the another verbs. We have the structure for the negative affirmative sentence, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence. We have the structure for, in the case of the affirmative sentence, for the verb to be, is subject or pronoun plus the verb to be is are, depending on the pronoun that we are using in the sentence, right? Plus predicate. In the case of the another verbs, the structure for affirmative sentence is subject or pronoun plus the verb in the base verb plus the object or predicate. We have the negative sentence. The structure is subject in the case of the verb to be, subject plus the verb to be is are, depending on the pronoun, right? Plus the word not. The word not made the sentence negative. And at the end, the predicate, okay? In the case of the negative sentence in another verse, we have the structure is follow. Subject or pronoun, the auxiliary don't or doesn't, depending on the subject or pronoun that we are using in the sentence, plus a verb and plus the object. Remember that when we using third person in a sentence, we use doesn't. The third person are she, he, it, okay? And when we use first person, we use don't for I, you, we, they, okay? In the case of the structure for the interrogative sentence, for the verb to be, we have first the auxiliary of the verb to be, in this case is are, depending that the pronoun, okay, plus the subject or pronoun plus the predicate and question mark. Don't forget the question mark at the end of the sentence, okay? In the case of the another verse sentence in the interrogative sentence, we put first the auxiliary don't or does, okay, don't or does, depending on the subject or pronoun that we are using in the sentence, plus the subject or pronoun plus the verb in the base form plus the object and the question mark, okay? We have a summary of present simple. We have the use. How I said, the use for facts, habitual actions in that don't, won't change, describing yourself. And we have signal word. These signal words are adverbs of frequency, like often, usually, sometimes, never, always, and another. Okay. Remember that the verb to be, it is a different. We have the structure, the pronoun of subject. In this case, for example, I am Australian. Okay. How I said, the structure is different for the verb to be and for the another verbs. We have present simple, the use that we are starting right now. Habit, for example, I always drink coffee at work is a habit, okay? True in the present, he works on the Wall Street. This is true in the present because he works on the Wall Street. Is true. A general fact or truth, there is no flat, that is true, right? The future time of time schedules, my train arrives tomorrow. This is something that are established in a schedule or timetables. Okay. We have again simple present for repeat or regular action, for fact or generalization, for the future fact or action set by a timetable, to express feeling, possession, or thing that happen inside our heads. Okay. I love you. I don't believe you are right. Okay. I have some examples. Okay, we have the use again. This is very important. With the adverb of frequency, which usually goes before the main verb or after the modal. Remember that is very important. In this case, the adverb, how I said before, the adverbs of frequency, always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, barely, hardly, ever, seldom, and others. Okay. We have the spelling rule for third persons. We add es when the word and double s and sh. Okay. For example, I miss, he misses for the third persons. We have when the word and in ch and o. We have examples. I wash, he washes. Okay? This is the rulers for some verb, in this case for the third person of singular. Okay? When and in a consonant. Okay? I study, he studied with ies. Okay? And a vowel plus a consonant, in this case I play, he plays. Okay? It is important to remember these rules when we are writing a sentence for using third person of the singular. Okay. We have more examples about this topic. My son lives in London. My son, in this case, is third person because my son. We will say that my son is he. In this case, he is third person. For that reason, we add s at the end of the verb. My son lives in London. She plays basketball. He goes to football every day. He loves to play basketball. Does he go to school? Okay. There are more examples about this topic. We have the present simple for the verb to be, for describe yourself or describe another person or thing. For example, or professions. For example, I am a teacher, he is a football player. He isn't a teacher. Is she an actress? Yes, she is. It's a short answer. This is the present simple for the verb to be. We are in Vernon. We are at school. When we use the present simple or simple present with the verb to be, usually we use for describe a person or professions. Okay.